Are you making things harder than they need to be in your life and career? If you're like me, you just might be. But let me tell you, there's an easier path, and you can take it. Want to hear more? Let's get to it. As a child, I realized I had a gift. I see people without their doubts or fears as the fully expanded future versions of themselves. Our future selves whisper messages. I hear them, and you can too. Welcome to the Creative Whisperer. What's on your mind?
I get very motivated and I get on track. I'll be applying to jobs and going to classes and auditions. And then all of a sudden there's this inner part of me that feels like it can't continue to do that. It's so weird. It's I get really motivated and I do something 100% and then it just goes away.
You used an interesting word. You said motivated. That word motivated. Can you say what motivated means to you, that word?
Motivated means to me, I'd say when you have a desire to do something and you push towards that goal, and you want to constantly.
Some interesting words in there. So motivated, you use an interesting word, push. And yes, when I think of motivation, it kind of comes from outside many times, or it's not all from inside. There's also an outside pressure. You use the word push, you sort of crank it out. Okay, let's get motivated. Yeah, let's get motivated. I'm here to motivate you. I was thinking about spin classes. Let's motivate each other. That's what it can be. I'm not saying it's that 100% for you because you used another word and you said you want to do it. Yeah, there's some desire there. And so I think you've got a mix of two things in there. You've got motivation, which is the push. For some reason, there's a pressure to feel like you've got to crank it out no matter what.
Yeah.
Some people would look on the outside and say, that's admirable, that's this, that's that, but who cares? We're talking about you from the inside out and how you feel about it when you push and you crank it out. So there's motivation and then there's inspiration. Inspiration always comes from within, and that's when you do want to do it. It's out of an overflow of desire and want. And how do you know the difference? One feels like, I've got to push, I've got to pull myself, drag myself along. And inspiration, that's motivation. Inspiration feels like, wow, I'd do this all day and all night.
Yeah.
And so it sounds like there's a mix of the two in there. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I think there is.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that, but I just wanted to tease those two concepts apart. With inspiration, one of the biggest lessons that I learned is that there's a time for everything. And if you try to push something, it's a much rockier road than if you just wait. And by wait, I don't mean sit around and twiddle your thumbs necessarily, but I mean sit around and twiddle your thumbs and daydream about whatever it is that makes you happy, about the outcome. And when the desire is there and then you go and do that thing, it's effortless. I do this with booking space or booking airline tickets. I wait until it feels like it's the right time. It's not really procrastinating. And any time that I've gone against that, and I've had my wife say, you should really do this, you should really do this, you should be doing this, you should be doing this, and I go against what I feel is lining up and it's not the right timing, it's a much harder, I'm on the phone for 3 hours, the prices are astronomical, versus when I wait until, you know what, Israel, it feels like the right time now, and boom, 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 sometimes 30 seconds, insanely fast and easy. And you have that magic power too. No, it's okay to actively wait. It's okay to inactively wait too, in between times. And so when things are going well, what do you mean by well?
I guess I mean just I'm getting a lot of auditions and it's weird. It's when things are going well, as in I feel like I'm on track, on the right track. I feel like I can't 100%. I kind of hold myself back a slight bit, and I just don't know. I mean, I guess I have to meditate on it. I don't know what it is. I think maybe I'm just used to things being difficult, and I subconsciously think that why isn't this? I don't know what it is. I can't explain it. It's weird.
You could ask yourself. Sometimes we want a harder path, a rockier road, so that we can somehow prove or justify to ourselves and other people that we earned it or that we deserve it.
Yeah, I think it's a deserving factor.
Know that it doesn't have to be that way, that really is a choice. There's nothing that we need to prove. There's nothing that we deserve or don't deserve. You can either have a rockier path or a smoother path, really depending on what path you choose. If you allow a smoother path in, then you'll have a smoother path. Then you'll go down that smoother path. For more information about our online and in-person workshops, or if you'd like to have me come to speak to your group, contact me at the link below. See you soon.